everyone, today we have someone who has fiery eyes. She spells bold with every move. She's glamorous, hot, sexy, empowering, sizzling, scintillating, sensuous, Shama Sikander.
How sweet is that? That's a lot.
Thank you. Now Shama, Miss Shama, in your own style, Shama के अंदाज में अपने fans को hi बोलिए, and to all the viewers who are watching this show, tweet up with the celebrities.
Hi.
Wow, that is Shama for you. Hi.
Right.
So ma'am, I remember years back, seeing a girl from a small town, a girl who was being featured as a small town girl with churidar and salwar, speaking decent enough English with vernacular accent, and she was criticized for her bad sense of fashion.
Yeah.
From that show to seeing a girl several years down the lane who's so bold and upfront and
Yeah.
beautiful. So the girl from ये मेरी life है to Maaya's life, बीच में जो शमा की life है, शमा की life कैसी है?
I think Shama was always very bold. I was very bold enough to take up that role,
Right.
to be a vernacular girl with that accent. Because normally I speak English and I speak quite good Hindi. And I don't have any accent in particular. My accents are mixed because I have friends all around the world. So sometimes I have this British accent, sometimes American, sometimes Indian. So it's like it's mixed up right now. But I think Shama always has been very bold. Even at that time, I was in my personal life very glamorous.
Okay.
So the first time when they were casting for Ye Meri Life, they said she can't look like Pooja Mehta because she's too glamorous. So ये कैसे दिखेगी? Then they took a screen test. Then they asked me कि आप बिल्कुल सारे अपने कपड़े जो इतने आप ग्लैमरस पहनते हो, प्लीज आप सबसे सादा सिंपल कोई सलवार कमीज हुआ घर पे. And I didn't have. It's funny. I don't wear much Indian stuff. So I didn't have. So I asked. पता नहीं मैंने अपने नेबर से किसी अपनी भाभी से मांग के वो एक सूट लिया था. कि कोई पुराना कोई सूट पड़ा है तो प्लीज दे दो. So that's how I wore that and I went for my screen test and somehow. I studied Gujarati for a year in my school. Wow. And my father had a lot of Gujarati friends. So somehow I knew a little bit of accent of Gujarati because I'm good with accent, catching accent. So I think it just happened in that one shot because they were like so confused themselves. They didn't know what exactly they wanted. They didn't want too much accent and less accent or whatever. So they said we just want something. So just do something. And I just did something. I removed all my makeup and everything. And then I was Pooja Mehta. That's how I became Pooja Mehta. So I would say it was very courageous of me for being so glamorous.
Wow. Since you said कि आपने गुजराती सीखी थी for your show, do you still remember दो line हो जाए गुजराती में?
No, I didn't learn it for the show. I had studied in school.
Wow.
It was like one of, so I can still read and write Gujarati.
Okay. अब बात कर लो
मैं
sir.
गुजराती show. મારા બધા ફ્રેન્ડ લોગ ગુજરાતી છે.
Very nice.
મારા પપ્પા ગુજરાતમાં હતા. Yeah, now I'm having a proper conversation with him. મારા પપ્પા ગુજરાતમાં હતા. છૂચાપુરા તમે નામ હા તો છૂચાપુરા में એના પપ્પા કામ કરતા હતા. Yeah, like that. So that's how I know a lot of Gujarati. So I used to go to a lot of Gujarati people's house and they used to make me all sweet dal and then amras and everything. And I still love that. I love that. Like we have so many family friends in Chuchapura, Baroda. Lot of them. Yeah, lot of them.
Wow, that's amazing. So since you come from a non-filmy background, it's best to ask you how, when, why, what was your first audition?
I was literally a child when I started. I was in my 10th standard when I started.
Oh.
And I think it was for Gadar.
Oh.
The film Gadar.
Yes.
Yes, I auditioned for that and Sharma ji really liked me and the audition went so well that everybody clapped. And I almost signed the film. But for various reasons it didn't happen. Yeah.
You didn't get scared with the camera, बस acting करनी थी क्या?
No, I was always very good in front of camera. I never had camera fear. मतलब मुझे fear कैमरे से पहुंचने से पहले तक रहता है, but once it's on, I am on fire. Like I have everybody calls me, like switch on, switch off. Like 2 minutes में you're something else, 2 minutes you're something else. So maybe I have like multiple personality disorder or something.
So you started acting, I think, since the age of 15 or 16.
Yeah.
तो I don't know if it's right to ask कि बचपन से, because I do not know how much more बचपन I should go on to. तो बचपन से you had this this thought, this wish, desire कि मुझे actor बनना है.
नहीं, I actually had no idea what I wanted to become because I was in the most confused state of confused generation time जो होता है ना वो 14 से 15 साल में 16 साल में. So I had no freaking idea what I wanted to be. And I belong to a very small town, so there girls don't become something. They just become housewives and they get married and they produce kids. That's what they do. So my father was unique. He said, no, I don't want my daughter to do all this. I want her to study and I want her to do something good with her life. And he shifted to Bombay. And when he shifted to Bombay, he was into marble business.
Okay.
So he used to meet a lot of filmmakers. So he got very inspired by all that. कि यार क्या glamour है, क्या respect है, this that. बाकी पता नहीं था कि और कितना स्ट्रगल है. रोज सब ग्लैमर को देख के my father said मेरी बेटी हीरोइन बनेगी. So he stamped that for me. And I used to be like, Daddy, you crazy? I can't be an actress. What are you thinking? Like, but my dad and me had this weird thing going on. Like, my dad used to just go and say any random thing in my school. Like, he would, if he would see a lot of guys there, he would say, my daughter's a black belt holder. You better be careful. So every guy used to be shit scared of me. They wouldn't come near me. They wouldn't talk to me. And then the teacher would come and say, oh, so you're a black belt holder. I was like, what? When did that happen? So he would go and say anything to people. And then I had to do it because my father has now said it. So I have to do it because I was the eldest in the family and I always wanted to make him proud. So whatever he said, I had to do it. So then he said, you have to be an actress. And I never even thought that I was pretty enough to be an actress. I had no idea. In that age, you're so conscious and you're so confused and everything, and you look at pretty girls and you're like, wow, I wish I could be like her. I wish I could be like her. And I was a tomboy. I used to have all guy friends in the school. I had this bob cut hair, and I used to wear jeans and everything. In my village, nobody wears. No girls even wear jeans. So I was revolutionary even then.
Since then.
Yeah, since then. So then my father brought us all to Bombay, and then we saw all this, and we started meeting people, and that's when I think he's the one who did everything. He did the whole struggle. I mean, he went to people's offices, and earlier it was not like today, with corporate companies. Earlier, every producer had an office. You go there, you nicely, give your photos, and it was so easy to meet. It was very approachable. Now it's not like that. So my dad actually went and met Feroz Khan Saab, Anil Sharma ji, and all the big producers, and he said, "मेरे पास आपके लिए एक लड़की है, यही आपकी फिल्म की हीरोइन बनेगी." And the way he used to say this to me, I used to be like, Dad, no, you can't say that, no. I used to be like, shh, you have a lot of confidence, you don't know it yet. And I'd be like, okay,
बचपन में how were you? Were you this? You seem to be a person, कि नखरेबाज और नौटंकी करना कि आप सुलझी हुई थी? You were सीधा straight.
No. In my house, I was the eldest, so I could order everybody. So all the kids were young. So I was the eldest sister, so I used to sit like a dom. You do this, you do that, you do this.
And your siblings would listen to you?
Yeah. Because I was the eldest, right? And in small towns, we respect siblings. It's not like here.
मुंबई में नहीं होता.
हाँ, यहाँ नहीं होता. तो वहाँ पर बहुत बेचारों ने मेरी बहुत बड़ी थपड़े खाई है, बहुत बड़ी डांटी सुनी है. So they're very sweet to me. So that's how I've been. I've been a tomboy. My mom used to send me to buy vegetables, and I would start playing goatees on the way, forget about all vegetables.
Any fond memories with your siblings? Maybe the weird things you all used to do, funny things, या कोई pranks, मस्ती?
Oh, I literally broke my brother's head one day.
अरे बाप.
Because we were bunking schools for 3-4 days, and my father didn't know that we were bunking schools. So we would go, miss the bus, and then all three of us, me, my two brothers, we used to go and hang out. गोटियाँ खेल रहे स्कूल बैग में, और जैसे ही स्कूल का टाइम होता था वापस जाते थे. या कहीं अच्छा हमारे पड़ोसी भी इतने अच्छे थे कि they used to love us. And I was the only daughter in my 4 decades. My family never had a daughter in their life, so I was really pampered. So one day, I don't know what happened, 2 of my brothers were playing. वो कीचड़ में ना पत्थर फेंक रहे थे. So something fell, and one brother jumped in the कीचड़, and this other one was throwing the stones. तो वो stone उसके सर पे लग गया, and वो लग गया, and I don't know, उसको पूरा सर पे खून आ रहा है, and I'm so scared because
How old were you?
I must be like 5-6 years old, and they were like 3 or 4. So I was so scared. Then I was like, I had no other option than to tell my parents that इसको लगी है. So it's like तुम स्कूल के बाहर क्या कर रहे थे ये time में? So हमारी
started bunking at the age of 6.
So that's the day my father really shouted at me, and you know my father would never shout at me ever. Like he would really let me go for everything. My mother was very strict with me, so my mother so gave me this big patak. She's like, because of you, you guys are bunking school. Get to the class.